Today I wanted to talk about warm regard. Can you hold yourself in warm regard in spite of your flaws and imperfections? So if you remember, one, I have two lenses of self-esteem. Self-esteem being, where do you find your worth, your value? Do you know that you are equal to all? You are not better than, and you are not less than. You are equal. This is inherent worth that you have just because you were born. And again, it's equality with everybody. I am not better than, I am not less than. I can hold myself in warm regard in spite of my flaws and imperfections. As a human being, I'm allowed to have flaws and imperfections if I'm in my core of inherent worth, because human beings are not perfect. If I expect perfection for myself, I kind of go into a less than place because I'm not perfect and I mess up, or I go into a better than place because I believe I can be perfect even though no one else can be. How do you get yourself here though? When you make a mistake, when you mess up. And I don't know that I've spoken enough about that. So getting to the inherent core, I have worth because I was born, I am equal to all, can take effort when something goes wrong. And here's how I coach my clients on this. If you are a parent, and don't tune out if you're not, because I have helpful hints for how to do it if you're not a parent as well. If you are a parent, when you are in a shame space, I want you to picture any of your children, one of your children, in a moment where you like them. It's like, don't picture one of your children fighting back, not doing their homework, any of that stuff. Picture your children in a wonderful, connected moment that you're having with them. Feel that warmth go through you of how much you love that child. And once you can really picture that child and that connection, you then picture yourself in that same mental place. That is how you build inherent worth in yourself and stop berating yourself. Warm regard. If you've gone into a better than place, I messed up, but it's not really my fault because here's all the reasons why what you did was wrong, or you set me up. Then the way to get back into inherent worth and warm regard is to breathe the other person into equality. Because if you're in a better than place, you are looking down on someone else. So it's, they matter too. If I'm mad at anyone, even if it's my children, if I'm mad at my husband, let's just say I'm mad at my husband for who knows what. The way to breathe myself down is by breathing him up. Although I will say that warm regard, if we need to get ourselves into warm regard, it is typically because of something we have messed up on. Like if I am playing sports and I lost the game. If I'm making dinner and I burned it. I mean, oh my gosh, the examples could be endless, so I'm not going to sit here and name all of them. But again, if you're in the need for warm regard, it is likely that you are not in a better than place. So I want to put that out there. It's likely that you are in less than. And again, if you're a parent, the way to breathe yourself up, one, is to think I matter too. When you can't do that, when you can't believe I'm enough and I matter in spite of my flaws and imperfections, I am equal to all, a trick is to picture one of your children in a loving moment and then substitute yourself in for that picture. If you are someone who doesn't have children, a way to do this same exercise to breathe yourself up into warm regard is to picture either any kind of animal or a pet. If you have a pet, you picture your pet and you get that same warm feeling that I was telling parents about, and then you substitute yourself in. If you don't have a pet, you picture a cat or a puppy, a kitten, something. I do this exercise with my children. My children who are, this is going to timestamp this video a little bit, my children who are now 9.5 and 11, and I can't ever remember which one of them is which, but one of them loves puppies and the other one prefers kittens. So when they are in a place of berating themselves, I will literally say, picture a kitten. And if I have the wrong child, he or she will literally say, Mommy, I don't like kittens. I prefer puppies. So I do get this wrong. And then I say, okay, picture a puppy. And then I literally watch the expression change on my child's face. I'm picturing my son right now. And he goes from like, oh, I just suck and I messed up. And I know I messed up and I'm the worst kid on the planet. And I say, honey, picture a puppy. And he goes, I say, okay, now picture you. So I'm not saying you need to be 9 or 11. Again, if you are an adult who doesn't have kids, or if you're a teenager, whatever age you are, if you don't have children, I want you picturing a puppy, a kitten, I don't care, an elephant, a lion, any kind of animal that's going to give you that same, it's going to soften your feeling a little bit. And that is how you can, like I said, breathe yourself back into warm regard. And that's what warm regard is. It's I'm not berating myself anymore. I don't feel that ick inside of myself anymore. I can breathe myself into the belief system that I am enough and I matter. So remembering these sentences, I have worth because I was born. I am enough and I matter. I am equal to all. I stand equal to all, eye to eye and toe to toe. I can hold myself in warm regard in spite of my flaws and imperfections. And for extra assistance, head on over to yourdecisiondiva.com. Yourdecisiondiva.com for two reasons. One, I am your decision diva. I am your queen of clarity. And at yourdecisiondiva.com, there is a handy dandy handout, printout that has these affirmations listed on it. So you don't have to memorize them, or you should just replay my video all the time anyway, so I get more views. But then you will have this with you all the time, and you can read from the list until you have them memorized that you can do them without the list. So again, head over to yourdecisiondiva.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye.